Chef, favorite chef of expressions. I'm back with a new one, buffet to the new episode of my FoodCast, right? We are here to answer questions, buffet too, from Instagram, from TikTok, from YouTube, from Facebook, everywhere. So people have like questions of videos that I make. So I'm here to just answer it, sum them up at once. So today, what I'm answering the question, I made it on my Instagram and TikTok. I make a video about marinating food, right? So when it comes to marinating meat, buffet, you don't need to marinate your meat, especially those cheap cuts of meat. To be marinated, you don't need them to be marinated for a long time in maybe overnight. You don't need that, right? What you need is your spice or maybe your salt and pepper. But I would use the chisanyama spice. You know the chisanyama that we get from Ekasi, this chisanyama spice that you can't get anywhere, right? Go to your spice guy, my favorite spice guy, ask for that. Ask for your chisanyama spice, or maybe if you maybe you don't want to use it, just use your sisgan. Sisgan's nayo, it's very fantastic when it comes to meat, especially when it comes to braai. Use your sisgans. Take your sisgans, hanyanera, then grill your meat. Then maybe take your barbecue. Maybe people misunderstood me, right? Take your barbecue, make a basting sauce, right? Or just buy a basting sauce from your Checkers, your Pick and Pay, your ShopRite, anywhere, right? Or make your own if you like to make your own barbecue sauce, or maybe any other basting that you want, right? Mankitland, you can use them. You can even use your peri peri. You can use anything that you want, and baste it. Like maybe when you're done, when you say now I'm done cooking my meat, start basting it. 1, 2. This is the thing that got many people. 1, 2, 1, 2. So meaning when I say 1, 2, 1, 2, I mean like maybe 1 minute, 1 minute. Then the basting stick to it, and it becomes even nicer. So the problem with marinating your meat, right? You take a brisket, your thin cut of brisket, and you try to marinate it. That marinade, you have a sweet. Most of people use sweet things in their marinade. Or they use like some things like about lemons and whatnot. Your lemons will eat the juices out of the meat. You don't get juicier. Lemons, they eat juices from the meat. That's why I never marinate with lemon juice. I never marinate lemon juice, especially chicken. Do not marinate your chicken with your lemon juice, right? So after marinating, the thing what I'm saying is don't marinate it. It's gonna eat. And when you marinate with something sweet, your sugars, your barbecues and your whatnot, your tomato sauces and what, immediately, because sugar burn fast, immediately you put that sugary basting, you marinate, sugary marinade. Immediately put it on the fire, on the flame of it. It's braai, don't forget. We're talking about braai, right? So immediately put it down. That sugar it's gonna burn fast. So your meat will be charred grilled before it gets cooked. Most of people like their meat well done. So especially those thin braai. You know the thin cheap cuts, the braai ones. Immediately you put it, it's charred, it's burned. It's not even nice anymore. When you take your meat and you want to eat it. But the chisanyama does it the way I tell you. Chisanyama spice, cha, marinate it, go. Baste it and go. So I'm answering that. Let me try to answer this one. Nick Uzi on Instagram. Nick Uzi on Instagram says barbecue and braai is two different techniques. That is like saying spoon is actually a fork. In fact, Nick, when I was saying braai and barbecue, it's the same thing. I'm not talking about the technique. I'm not talking about techniques. I was just making a joke, because that's what we call them. A person from USA, when they come here and they're looking for a barbecue place, we're gonna take them to a chisanyama, which is a braai place. Easy. There's no technical issues or whatever. We just straight up. We just being straight up. Don't tell me about smoking and whatnot. Let me answer this. DJ Lolo you always do this. You always do this. I only marinate chicken, and I guess I'm doing it right. I'm on the right track. You are on the right track. But marinating your chicken, marinate it in yogurts, buttermilks. Yeah, you can even use your milk, right? You can just use your milk. Because of that, it soaks in the juice. It makes that a dairy product. It's into your chicken. It makes it more juicier because the chicken tends to be dry, especially your chicken breast, right? Where we going now? Okay, let me check. Okay, this is a chef. This is why I don't like chefs most of the time, right? Because not that I don't like chefs or whatever. They try to compete. When they get onto your timeline, they try to prove you wrong. They try this and this and this. So this is, you claim not to marinate, then in your next line tell people to dry marinate their meat. In fact, let me tell you about a regular person. When I take you to a regular person, when I say dry marinate, is spicing your food, right? Let me tell you about the regular person. When I talk to regular people, I'll say marinate, meaning put it into something that is liquidy. That when you're talking to a regular person. When I'm talking to a chef, I won't say that. Okay, let's read on. You understand the definition of marinate. The term marinate, y'all should Google and do your homework before vlogging and with your inadequate food knowledge. In fact, you know, when you're talking to a regular person, when I'm talking to regular people, I'm not talking to chefs, right? I'm not gonna use the terms that I used in the kitchen. I'm not gonna use those terms. I'm gonna use terms that a regular person uses and understands. Yeah, understand. I use those things, the terms that a regular person will understand. It's like I'm talking to when I talk to someone and I say, no, you must julienne cut them, you must do this, you must do that. A regular person won't understand what the fuck I'm talking about. And I'm talking to a regular person. I'm trying to get a regular person to understand easy way of cooking with cheap product. That's me. So when to go to your Instagram, right? Go to your Instagram and start making videos with your bombastic words and teach chefs how to cook while we at it, right? Okay, sharp, fair. Let's see another one. Okay, this is a funny one. This video is just government trying to confuse us and like invite us to your braai one time and let us judge for ourselves. Wait, do it in your house. Which one is this one? 3%. Do it in your backyard. Do it in your backyard. And before I go, T-shirts are there for everyone to buy. It's $2.95 a t-shirt. Aprons are there, so all colors. Any color that you want, just drop me a DM. Then we'll take it from there. Otherwise, we're free to Niben Shapo.